Okay, so back around the front now, and we're going to have a go at some of the lights. Now what we have done, I've just rigged up some light bulbs going to the end points. Now all this wiring here is original. This is the original wiring. So some of this has been quite exposed, as you can see here. So whether these work or not, this is going to be quite interesting to say the least. So again, gauges down there, you can see them with the switch unit. All those switches along the top, bar the one on the right, are our light switches. Yeah?
Yeah.
So, well, I'm still right next to a side light. So do you want to hit a side light? Whee! There you go. We have a side light.
And we also have one in here.
Have you got one in there? Let's pass that in there.
You see that one's lit up down there.
While you're there, if you hit the UV light, I think the one down on the floor
by my feet would be the UV, which is that one. Bang, lit up. That's working.
Excellent.
Come back out.
So far, so good. So what else we got? This one here. This one's our headlamp, main headlamp here. Right, that's working. That's on the original. Oh.
Wow. And then the last one I've got over here is my. What have we got here?
Have you got a rear?
Tail.
Let's go and have a look round back. Okay, try the rear. Yeah. Yeah. Convoy. And no convoy. That'll be a bulb in there, but that'll be all furred up. Well, that's jolly good, that is. Is there anything else in there we got that might be working?
That's them all. The only one with the convoy, do I need the lights off for the convoy?
Ah, possibly.
Shall we try again? So that's them all off now.
All off. Okay, we're going round. All off and try convoy? No. All right. No, we'll give them contacts a clean up, I think.
Well, I mean, that's a lot of lights. One not working, which is something we can live with.
Yeah.
And obviously we have got our dash feed, which is there, which I've got a 12-volt feed and a good ground, solid hard ground. So once we put the dashboard back in, that.
Any other electrics there that might?
So, oh, I have got my
Ah.
extractor fan, which is working. I don't know whether you can hear that on the video, but nice bit of air conditioning there.
Feel that.
We have got what we believe to be the smoke discharges. Again, I've got a feed and various grounds as we're coming along there. There's nothing on those at the moment, but again, we're not sure how they wire, but we have got a feed there, so that's a good start. We've got a fire warning, which works right next to the driver's head, which I can tell you inside this tin box is loud. But
so we're doing well then, really, aren't we?
We're doing well. She's alive, really. She's electrically. I think we've got everything we need.
Brilliant. Okay, so we're just going to have a look at the T-handle box, see why that's playing up. Have a little look at the starter solenoid. But other than that, it's all good news.
Yeah.
Brilliant, well done. Now, we've got Gidge with us today, and he's found out that the T-handle box, which is basically the main isolator switch, is faulty. So we've done a bit of a wiring job on it, haven't we, Gidge?
We've given it a bit of a bypass.
To say the least. But this is just so we can see what kind of systems are going to work. So there he is, look, he's hiding down there in the driver's compartment. So what do you want to try first? We'll leave the lights and the things like that until we're outside.
Yeah, so we've got the ignition. So ignition now on.
We've got a light on.
We've got the light on the main box.
I'll come around and video that from there in a minute.
Yeah, and then if we hit the start.
And we're down here, I've got two. We jerry-rigged this up, so this is your starter circuit here. If this lights up, starter's working. If this one lights up, the booster coil to the ignition's working, theoretically. Do you want to give her a try? Yeah. There you go. And again. There we go. So booster coil and starter are working. Well, that's good, isn't it?
That's good, yeah.
That's good news.
I think if we apply a starter to there and a booster coil, they'll fire, or they'll spin.
Okay.
And then obviously we've got our lights.
So starting up in the turret now, just having a look around now, we've breathed a bit of power into the vehicle. So if I carefully move around, what we've got a interior light on there. It's always a good sign. Coming over to this is your firing position here, main gun and secondary. Flick that over to main gun. We get our light on for main gun, and then secondary, lights up for secondary. How cool is that? Brilliant. Alright, so we're squeezing back round. We're just having a look at the T-handle part of the isolator system on the master electric boxy thing. He says,
there we go.
Oh, hello. There we go.
Oh, hello. There we go.
What you got?
We've got some green goblins. Oh, yes. Really, we've had some oxidisation in here. That would certainly be causing you. I don't know whether we can see them.
Yeah.
And if I just grab that camera off here, we'll just have a quick look up onto the contacts higher up. Ooh, I don't know whether we can see that on there, but as you can see, that's got some nasty furry. There's our dry contact.
So there you go.
So hopefully a bit of a clean up.
Well, let's get him cleaned up. I'm going to move one of the 432s for Elliot so he can do some work on that. And when we come back to it,
we'll get that back on and
hopefully he'll all be working.
We'll have a working isolator.
We've chosen pretty well the hottest day of the year to do a bit of sandblasting on her, but she has come together quite nicely. Haven't quite finished her yet, but definitely looking better than she did. And for those that have been watching us, you'll know that this was originally a Cromwell hull that was then converted into a Charioteer. So World War II Cromwell hull, then converted into Charioteer. And these hulls here, these are Charioteer, not Cromwell. But this backplate is most likely the original backplate. So it looks like something's been welded on here at some point, bits and pieces cut off. And I do believe this isn't supposed to be on the Cromwell, but have to do a bit more research. Anyway, she's looking a lot better. And that's just on the outside of her. Still got the engine bay to do and some bits and pieces. But let's go and have a quick look in the workshop, see how they've been getting on in there. Nothing to do with the Charioteer, but young Gid here has been working on the ferret again. And he's put the exhaust bits on. Yeah. What else have you done?
We've got the valve covers. That was the majority of our major oil leak. I don't know whether you can see them down here.
Yeah, just about with my videoing
side.
skills.
So they're back on, exhaust back on, fuel pump wired up off the ignition button now.
Because the fuel pump was the original, no, it was electric fuel pump.
Electric fuel pump, yeah, but it was pumping fuel into the oil. So we've got the oil drained, the fuel pump, original mechanical fuel pump bypassed straight to the electric, and electric only now operating off the ignition, so you haven't got to try and connect it to the battery each and every time, which is how it was originally set. Cool. And then we just started making start on the brakes, so that'll be next, I guess.
I guess we've had a delivery from Parker's, have we? Seeing as you've eaten all the free biscuits.
Well, you know, you were busy sandblasting.
Oh yeah, I was sandblasting. You were eating the biscuits. Right, so that's the ferret, and then onto the Cromwell bits. So we've been into the other workshop now, and we managed to get the clutch off earlier in the week, and as you can see, Gidge did manage to spill a bit of oil. He does seem to have that as his trademark. But how'd you get on with the clutch? What's the score with that?
In between the blue ribbons, we managed to get the clutch stripped down. So she's now stripped, ready for a clean and a paint and an overhaul, really, more than anything, just give her an overhaul. But
and what do you think? Will they need relining, do you think?
They're in great condition, but I think we'll probably go for a reline on the friction plates anyway. Better safe than sorry. they're not in, they're quite thick and in good condition, but they look like they've had a bit of a hard time. But I think the actual plates will clean up, and I think they'll go again.
And then you've got your springs in your
And these are all the
top
springs in the buckets, which again want a good soak in some sort of fluid and clean them up, and then maybe a bit of a paint up, and
Okay then.
they'll go back together.
So that's that sorted. And there's another video somewhere we've got on. I'll put that at the end of the video, and that's showing the electrics. You managed to get the electrics done on the Charioteer,
yes,
didn't you?
and
So
we got the electrics done as well. So we're now all working off the main isolator and master box, and it's all as it should be.
okay, let's see if we can find that. And then round here, the brake work has been started. They've all been cleaned up and looking pretty good. It's had new seals fitted into the gearbox. They're all looking very nice and shiny, everything is. There's a driver's seat. So, slowly but surely we are getting there with it. And you can see behind, that's actually out of our Sherman Jumbo, which one of these days we will get back onto, but not for a little while. So there you go. If you would like to like and subscribe to our channel, that's the Armourgeddon channel, you'll be able to keep up to date with the goings on in his place and the restoration of all our vehicles. See you soon.